We go to the next subject in this 5-part series is called zero tillage. Now, it's traditional that ploughing or ripping has become the normal way of doing things. But in a country like Africa, where the inputs are hard to come by, like fertilizer, ploughing, diesel, this zero tillage comes into its own because it allows the average person to be able to work with this. You take a man out on his farm out in the bush in Zimbabwe. He's got a small family. His immediate needs are for himself. Then he's got to make a certain amount of money so he can educate his children, feed them, and clothe them. So if he can put in a couple of hectares of well-grown maize, not only will he have enough food for himself, but he'll have enough to sell and make a profit. Zero tillage is growing crops without ploughing. So you take away the plough, you take away the cattle to pull the plough, or if you're going to use a tractor, you take away the diesel. So by marking out at correct spacing a plot of land, you now dig a little hole where the seed is going. It only has to go down 15 centimeters, no more. So you can actually mark out a hectare of land in a very short while. You can dig the holes, you put in the holes your compost, plus your vermicompost. You place your seed, you cover it, and you put mulch on. You have to have mulch. And you plant with the first rains. Planting at the right time, at the correct time, is very important. You must plant at the start of the rains. I'm talking about in Central African conditions. With your zero tillage, mulch is the most important thing. It stops the water, it preserves the water content in the soil, and stops runoff, stops soil erosion. And after a number of years, a couple of years, you create the same conditions as what you saw in that pine forest in Sweden, where you have a beautiful, beautiful humus type soil. Once you get to that situation, you do not need chemical fertilizer. And it will only take you 2 to 3 years, and you are there, if you do it properly. The last sector of my book, or my magazine, is about four-square gardening. It is called four-square gardening, and it is a system where if you're short of water, land, or electricity, use this system. It is a series of gardens in a block, as you can see here. There is one of those blocks there has 16 smaller blocks, so it's called 4 foot. It's a 4 foot square gardening because it's 4 foot by 4 foot, and then you have 1 foot spaces, 16 feet in there, and you plant your crops in such a manner that you keep rotating, and it is very efficient, because you are not wasting 1 liter of water. There's your machine for watering. It's a watering can. You must have a few bins to carry your water, and like where we are, we have power cuts all the time and water cuts. It is the answer. I think that's about all I have to say. In Zimbabwe, Mozambique, and Zambia, I'm going to need finance, and any organization in Sweden, Scandinavia, or wherever in the caring world can contact me.